One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Davis will throw. He's got the tight end. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Rainbow Warriors with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Jenkins. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
Quick completion on the out route. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense set on first down.
Let's go.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He might want another play. Davis looking to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Wants to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackle.
Makes the grab past the marker. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Davis will throw. Going over the top. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Bryson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Complete to the right. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, Go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Quickly complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Kennesaw State has a chance now on first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Making side adjustments here. Davis looking to pass. He uncorks one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another stab before the quarter expires. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Direct snap. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Wants to fire on second down. Got him downfield. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself on the draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Davis will throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Tracy. At the 35, he's open. Racing to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Handoff from the gun. He's in open space downfield. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From the gun, the ground game. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Using his legs, it's Jenkins. There he goes. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
To the ground with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
Let's go.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Looking down the middle. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Warriors! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. And great start, chipping away.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll give it to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Got the first down and still on his feet. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it good.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Quarterback making checks. Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He's loose. Inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game.
Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's McGowan. And the D deny them on second and goal. Let's go. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parker. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Kennesaw State right back to work. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Catch in the middle. It's Parker. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback desperately trying to get it off, and he cannot, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And do you think there will be second guessing about passing on a field goal try? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Trying to pound their way in. And he rolls into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Madsen. Under fire. Got his man down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Dean.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Bringing the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Bryson. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They're going to ride this running back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting in a predictable 3rd and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
Soft spot in the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They extend the lead to 5 here in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Arizona State answered the bell away from Tempe today with an impressive victory. The Sun Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the run. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Has to get there to move the sticks. The Rainbow Warriors will keep this drive going.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending...
Picked off. What a play to set them up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. He gets it in. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Hawaii! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air. It's Madsen. Pulls it in. It's Joyner. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
When you're throwing a slant against man coverage, the timing's got to be perfect, right? The receiver's got to cross the defender's face. QB's got to put it out in front. It happens so quickly. That time the timing a little bit off, and the ball falls incomplete.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Hawaii, 32.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
White 53.
the RPO complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The give to the tailback. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking for room, it's Jenkins. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. The Rainbow Warriors line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Davis will throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Warriors! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 34 over Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. His drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Snagged in the middle, it's Tracy. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Tracy. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. With the catch, it's Joyner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He's got it, first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game, breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And this will be for the win. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And his kick is good. His third field goal of the game. And this is the one that wins it. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call. And the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played today.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
Thanks so much for spending some time. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football. Wilson to pass. And wings it incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This one's complete.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps swinging it. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
In the red area, it's Brake. Got enough space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. The Utes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. On the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah! Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Great move. Now he's got room. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the 1st down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Utes are in the red zone. They'll try the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. 3rd down coming up after the completion. Wilson will throw. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Utes! They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out fast. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. It's complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38. These guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wilson to pass. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the...
Give him... The RPO, it's complete. At the 45, on its way. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take...
There he goes. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Utes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. It's complete on the right side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. At the 35, he's loose. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown! And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Fired in from the red zone for the... Wilson to pass. Here's a heat. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They're working that left side.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
From the gun, running back on the move. And the Utes pick up the 1st down.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
On the move, it's Brink. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
There's the thing. Not a great run. The offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. The Utes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Clemens. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding,
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the 4th quarter. He was still...
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Motion from the back. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Got it looking for the 1st down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he uses the old bank. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
That's caught. It's Glover. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
And he's... wants to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative slip.
2.